Sometimes you have to take a break from just about everything. Disappear, come back, and shock the world. I am talking to that athlete. I am talking to that administrator. I am talking to that nurse, that doctor. I am talking to that student. I am talking to that communicator. I am talking to that pioneer, that inventor. I am talking to that entrepreneur. I am talking to that preacher. I am talking to that person who refuses to stay where they are. I am talking to that person that does not have a problem laying in obscurity. Because you know that when you come out of the dark room, all eyes will be on you. We live in a culture of busyness, distraction, noise, and sometimes the only way something is going to change is if we disappear. Sometimes you have to delete the app. Sometimes you have to walk away. Sometimes you have to fall back into the dark room and focus on you. Everybody wants destiny. Everybody wants manifestation. Everybody wants fulfillment. Everybody wants the next level, the relationship, the higher quality of living. But nobody wants to eliminate distractions. Nobody wants to disappear for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, and get to a place where you can focus on just you. What if you could just shut out every distraction? What if you could just shut off the world for just a season and focus on you? A man is rewarded in public for what he does in private. Can you unplug for just a moment and focus on you? Focus on what matters. Why are you here? What is your destiny? The reason why you do not see it, the reason why it has not manifested, the reason why you are so frustrated is because you have not been willing to forsake all that you have been called to forsake and to follow through behind closed doors. Sure, you can talk about it. Sure, you can plan it. Sure, you can write it down. Sure, you can go to the conference and hear about it. You can read about it. But at some juncture, you have to disappear and put the work in and come back and shock everybody that doubted you. I am talking to that man, that woman, that boy, that girl who feels the fire in their belly. It is time for you to shock the world. You may have to sleep in your car. You may have to go without food. You may have to bounce around from couch to couch. You may have to sacrifice like nobody in your family ever has. But can you do it behind closed scenes, when nobody is looking, when nobody is watching, when nobody understands the measure of passion that you carry? Can you keep going? Do not stop. You are right there. Go through the process. The dark room prepares us and equips us for the stages of destiny. It is time to get real. It is time to get raw. It is time to look ourselves in the mirror and come to the resolve that this version of ourselves is not going to carry us in the stretch. I have been this version of myself long enough. If I do not change, if I do not do something about this, then I am going to find myself bankrupt. Some of the most monumental and transformational portraits and pictures that we have ever seen were developed in the dark room. We celebrate athletes. We celebrate critical thinkers and innovators and actors. We praise them and crown them our heroes. We follow them by the millions. We love what they do in public. But you do not know the story behind the glory. You do not know the blood, the sweat. You did not see the tears that they cried, the prayers that they prayed, the countless weeks where they went without sleep to get where they are. One of the greatest tragedies in life is to live and not know why you are living. I am just wondering if there's anybody here that wants their future, that wants to fulfill their destiny,
that wants to manifest, that wants to walk in discipline and determination. I am just wondering, is there anybody here that is willing to disappear? Are you willing to forsake all distractions? Can you hide yourself in the library? Can you hide yourself in the gym? Can you hide yourself in the boardroom and plan and conquer and do what is required behind the scenes in order to manifest the moment? Can you hide yourself in your books? Can you hide yourself in your closet? Can you hide yourself in the prayer rooms? Can you hide yourself? We have this passion to be in the public eye, but no patience to do the work behind the scenes. Stop telling the world what you are about to do. Steve Jobs once said, "We do not say anything about future products. We work on them in secret, and then we release them to the world." We only have so much real estate in our minds and our hearts. We only have so much bandwidth and mental capacity. The more distractions, the more delusions, the more negativity that we allow to take up real estate in our hearts and in our minds, the less energy we have to fulfill the call, to fulfill destiny, to manifest the idea. Everything that you think about, that you meditate on, everything that comes to your attention has to be worth your time. So now, it is time to navigate and do an appraisal of everything in our life, everything and everybody in our life. Time to do an appraisal and ask them this question: are you worth my time? If you are not, it is time to unplug. Time to unplug. Time to unplug. I am just wondering if there is anybody that can hear my voice right now that has come to the end of themselves and they are willing to eliminate distractions, willing to delete social media apps if they have to, willing to walk away from everything that has distracted them, everything that has diluted your devotion and your determination, every disease and dysfunction and disorder that has pulled you from destiny. After you have heard it, after you have received it, after you have written it down, after you have spoken it once, do what is required to manifest it into reality. If you can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. Stop telling everybody what you are going to do. Stop telling everybody what your next move is. Just disappear and do the work that is required. Do not be bitter. Do not be frustrated. Just remain faithful behind the scenes. Promotion is coming. Stages and opportunities are being prepared right now as you sacrifice in secret, as you put the work in the dark room, as you do what is required to hold in your hand what you see in your head. When no one is there to affirm you, when nobody is there to validate you, when nobody is there to agree with you, you build in the dark and you announce it when it is finished. Now stand up right now. Look at yourself. Say it out loud. I will disappear. I will do the work. I will build in the dark and I will shock the world. Now do these 3 things. Smash the like button. Subscribe to this channel. Write "done" in the comments, because the distracted you is done. The loud you is done. The you who talked but never built is done. The new you disappears today and comes back a legend. Go build in secret.